Hello, hello, hello. I'm Mrs. D and welcome back to my channel. Guys, today, you see what I baked? This lovely, odd looking loaf of bread. No, seriously. What I have learned since milling my own grains is you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you can get a beautiful loaf of bread, and sometimes you can get a little odd little loaf of bread. But I tell you, this little odd loaf of bread smells absolutely delicious. So today on my channel, follow along as I show you how I baked this delicious smelling loaf of cinnamon raisin bread, which is my husband's favorite. If we're lucky, he'll join us today for a taste test, but we'll see. In addition to baking this, I used my Joy Dean dough maker for the first time. First time in front of you guys. I've been testing this thing out of my kitchen. As a matter of fact, I baked 4 loaves of bread. 4 loaves of bread. And they came out absolutely delicious, but I didn't want to do it on camera. I wanted to practice first. So follow along and I'll tell you all about my Joy Dean mixer here that I used, and I'll tell you about this beautiful, we're gonna call it beautiful. We're not gonna call it odd. This beautiful loaf of cinnamon raisin bread. Before starting any recipe, read your recipe thoroughly to make sure that you have all of your ingredients and that you know what you're doing. I am new to the milling grains community, and so in this video, I decided to take the advice of one of my subscribers. She suggested that I weigh my wheat berries before milling them, but I forgot. I went back to my old ways of just using the same measuring cup. But what I did do differently in this video is I weighed my flour. And in this recipe, you're going to need approximately 350 grams of hard white wheat. I'm zeroing out my scale and weighing my flour. And as you see, I've got a little bit left over. And what I will do with the remainder of this flour, I will put it in a little Ziploc bag and put it in my freezer. Now here are all the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe. As I said, you'll need hard white wheat flour. You'll need room temperature water, oil, some type of sweetener. I decided to use honey granules in this recipe. You need vanilla extract, vital wheat gluten, sunflower lectin, salt, instant yeast, and raisins. For the filling, you'll need a large egg, cinnamon, and I decided to use coconut sugar, or you can use brown sugar. In the bowl of your mixer, or in the bowl of your Joy Dean dough mixer, you'll need to add all of your ingredients except your flour, your vital wheat gluten, and your lectin, your salt and your yeast. So you mix everything together. And the thing that I love about this dough mixer is it does everything for you. Everything is at the click of a button. And while your ingredients are mixing, make sure that you place your raisins in a bowl of hot water so that they can hydrate. I love this Joy Dean dough mixer because it's got a little timer on it, so I can just set this and just walk away and do other things. But because this is my first, second, third time using it, I like to keep my eye on it just to see how it functions. Now, one of the benefits that I like about this dough mixer is I didn't have to scrape down the bowl. Look at how this little gadget in the middle, the agitator, is just getting all that dough off of the side of the bowl. I love it. And as you see, the agitator starts and it pauses, starts and pauses. And after you have mixed your dough and all of your flour is well incorporated, you are going to allow your dough to rest for 20 minutes. You need to make sure that you do this because this allows your flour to hydrate. And here I'm setting my watch because I forgot there's a timer on my mixer. The next step, we're going to add our salt and our yeast, and we're going to allow our mixer to do its job, mixing in all of our salt and yeast. And I like that this Joy Dean mixer has suction cups on the bottom, so you don't have to be worried about your mixer jumping off the counter when you're mixing it and it's moving around. It's got little suction cups, so it adheres very securely to your countertop or your work surface. And in order to keep the moisture in, I decided to put the top on. And now we're going to add our raisins and allow the raisins to be fully incorporated in our dough for, that should take about 2 to 3 minutes. After that, we're going to remove our dough hook and cover our bowl and let our dough rest until it doubles in size. And that should take approximately 1 to 2 hours. It depends on the temperature in your home. And look at our dough, it looks beautiful. It's doubled in size. Now we are ready to roll our dough out on a well-oiled surface. I'm using a little pastry mat here with measurements on it because we are going to roll it out into an 8 by 18 rectangle. And the rolling pin that you see me using in this video was gifted to me by one of my subscribers. Her name is Candace, and Candace has her own YouTube channel. It's called the Triple C Effect: Christ, Conversations, and Cooking. So make sure to check out her YouTube channel. I love this rolling pin. Isn't it beautiful? The next step in our recipe, we are going to whisk an egg and we're going to brush the egg all over the surface of our dough. We're going to leave a border about 1 inch to 1.5 inches all around the surface of our dough. And then we're going to sprinkle the top of our dough with our cinnamon coconut sugar mixture. And don't forget to leave a border. starting on the short edge of the rectangle, you're going to roll the dough tightly. Make sure that you roll it tightly because that's going to create your swirl. That's going to create the beautiful swirl in the middle of your bread. So roll your dough tightly and then pinch the seams. After that, we're going to take our dough, place it in our pan. Now here, I did not use parchment paper and I didn't oil my pan. I simply forgot that step. But you're going to then place your dough in your pan and you are going to allow your dough to double in size for about 60 to 90 minutes. Now, because it was a little chilly in my home that day, I decided to place my pan in the oven with the oven light on just to give it just a little warmth in order to allow my dough to double in size. After that, we're going to preheat our oven and we are going to bake our bread at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. Now, I do not have a thermometer. I need to get an internal thermometer for my bread because you're supposed to bake this bread until your internal temperature is between 190 and 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I got a little nervous. As you see, I was not sure if my bread was going to come out of the pan. But voila, it did. So you're going to allow your bread to cool on a cooling rack for 90 minutes to 2 hours. Okay, and who do we have here? Everybody's favorite taste test guy.
Hello.
He's back. He's back. Okay, so let's cut this bread. And we've got a little 1-year-old walking around, guys. Listen, we're grandparents and we're babysitting, and yeah, that's who that is in the background. Well, look at how wonderful that looks. Soft. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right, let's get this taste test done. Oh wow.
It looks good.
It looks very good. Okay. All right, let's see. I didn't mean to do that, but smells good too. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get this done. All right, here's your piece and here's mine. I'll tell you what I think. You tell me what you think.
This is good.
It is good. And I forgot to say, it's taste test time. I was, listen. Mm,
This is really good.
this is good. And we literally had to wait 2 hours until it cooled off. So that's why I was so excited about tasting it. Okay, so do you think like you need something with this? What do you think?
Tall glass of orange juice.
A tall glass of orange juice. That sounds like breakfast to me. Guys, this is good. This is good. And look how soft it is.
It's really soft.
Really soft. I tell you what.
I love the texture.
Excellent. I tell you what. I don't think I'll ever buy another loaf of raisin cinnamon bread ever again because this is delicious. And I'm milling my own grains anyway. So
Right.
yeah. So I know you gotta go. So thank you for joining me today, guys. Thank you for joining me today on Mrs. D's Baking TV, where we baked a beautiful, delicious loaf of cinnamon raisin bread. I will tell you this is not my recipe. I got this recipe off of Lovely Belle Bakes website. So check her website out. She's got a blog and a YouTube channel. Check her channel out and do this recipe. You will never buy another. You will never buy another raisin cinnamon loaf bread ever again,
I agree.
or get it when you go to Waffle House. Thank you for joining me today in Mrs. D's Baking TV. Be blessed. Bake with your family. Bye.